Hello everybody and welcome to episode 10 of my Stellaris Roman Empire campaign. So I have to say a quick thanks again to getting me to episode 10. I didn't think I'd actually do this many episodes. I thought I'd do a couple and then views would taper off, and then I thought if I was to do more, 10 would probably be a pretty good cap to the series. I don't know if I'll do this forever all the way to endgame unless it's fairly short, because I don't want to just completely bombard the channel with this kind of thing all the time. But you guys seem to be pretty enjoying it so far. I mean, I'm getting like 1,000 views within 6 hours now on episode 8, I think it was anyway. So I'm really happy to see that. Obviously now I'm away at the moment, so I'm talking to you guys kind of in the future. You're in the future for me. Based on when this releases, it'll be a couple days away from recording. But then after this episode, once you post your feedback on this one, I'll be back into reacting to it immediately on the next one. In fact, I might be able to put down a vote if we have any questions in this. So I'm just gonna quickly give you a quick overview of what I've changed since the last episode. So in the last one, we pushed the Wacegi back into their kind of home territory, took these planets off them and got peace. Now in that time, I didn't actually notice it, but they've added someone to their alliance. They've added these guys, the sovereign Spyran nations. So the Spyran nations, the Imperial Hazar tribes, and the Wacegi interstellar mandate are all together in the one kind of pact of alliance. Hang on, actually the music's just, I don't know about you, but it's quite loud for me right now. Just turn it down a little bit. So, now we can't actually wage war on these guys for about 10 years. So it says 2282 is when we can go to war, so that's about 7 years away from now. So that's quite a while before we can go to war. But, we can go to war with these guys. And, we can go to war with these. Now, the interesting thing about these guys is they're pathetic. The Spyran nations are actually completely, just absolutely behind on everything. So they're just weak. They're super weak, not a threat, nothing to worry about there. These guys, a little bit, not as bad. Actually, no, they're just as bad because we just defeated them. We wiped out their fleet and their technology was bad anyway. Now, the Wacagis, they're actually kind of decent, but their fleet is completely pathetic because we destroyed it in the recent war. So guys, I'm thinking like, why the hell don't we just go to war like 2 more times? We can go to war with the Imperial Hazar tribes, maybe claim a couple more towns off the Wacagi, go to war again and claim even more. I really want to put the offensive down on these guys, and these two are so weak that we just don't even have to worry about them. Like, let them join the war. They're not going to do anything. They basically don't have a fleet to even worry about. Now, that's, I'm saying, like, should we do this? Obviously, you can't react to me now, so it's a bit of a shame, because I am going to do this in this episode. As the title will probably suggest, we're just going to keep going at these guys until they're gone. Now, as a result, I've taken away a sector down here as well. Some people were mentioning that the Fox people can colonize tundra worlds. Now, unfortunately, we can't build colony ships from these guys just yet because their pops aren't full yet. So they haven't reached the full pops. So they're on 13 pops out of 17, growing at 2.3% per month, which is such a slow growth rate. I've actually just enacted the edict farming subsidies, which will increase growth now, but I want to actually build farms myself. We're gonna have to wait for our minerals to go up and we'll upgrade them. So that's why I removed them from the sector. Oh, excuse me. That's why I removed them from the sector, so I could manually put up their food production, and that way when they get to full pops we can sector them off again, then just make colony ships and do whatever we want with them. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. Then I also sectored down here because we were at max planets. Because these haven't been sectored yet either, because we have slaves in all these places. And I'm just getting some research from the remaining debris fight that we had up there. Now, to go to war, we're going to have to prepare our fleet again. Now, our fleet is pretty good. I don't think we need to upgrade it, because these guys are going to be on the back foot, and we need to get in there quick. The quicker we get in, the better. But they're going to be replenishing here at this spaceport. Yeah, just making sure they're at the right place. So they'll be replenishing a little bit here. We've still got a pretty big fleet. We've room for almost double the size now though. So we could build up even more. And then I have another one protecting the science ships at the moment, kind of up north. So yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. I think it's a pretty good plan. I think it's a pretty safe bet. It's a little bit risky to go to war with like 3 people essentially, but they are pathetic. So let's just kick off into normal speed, see how it's going for a few minutes, and then probably kick into a war again. So repairs have been completed on our fleet. I am building in the spaceport now as well at the moment. And that's all, I believe. Oh, maybe it's not. they're somewhere else. I'll have to check where they are. That's all. When the time is right, might be able to get some more destroyers or something. We're making 106 minerals a turn, or a month, which is pretty good. The other thing I have to worry about is all these wormholes. So as quick as possible, when we go to war, remember our ally will join us as well. They have a decent sized fleet. When we go to war, we'll have to destroy all of these wormhole stations as quick as possible, because they're going to be a big problem for us. So I'll actually head my fleet right over here and get them ready to do that. In fact, I'm going to split the fleet. We don't need much to kill these wormholes, so we'll just position ourselves right on top of each wormhole. It's bullshit that I can't get rid of these anyway. I should have got rid of them beforehand. I should have known. Our fleet is still growing down here, which is good. We've no edicts. We should go for arms race again. Where are they? Where are we right now? The REX system. Oh, okay, they're far down. They shouldn't really be down here. They're down here because we had a little fight to deal with a while back.
Research
Let's
complete.
get our
Debris
let's get our fleet
analyzed.
headed up to Salt. I think we've still got arms race on down here. Yeah, arms race and production targets.
Debris analyzed.
So let's go with everything has a reduced cost. We could go with an extra destroyer or two. I don't think we're ever going to need these. I think we're going to have an easy time with this. Research complete. Unlocks components. Armored torpedoes. Level 2. That's good. What? Why is it still there? Didn't we just get it? Not too sure what the hell just happened. Okay, we could also possibly get droids and robotic armies. It's a bit interesting. I don't know if we need to do that. We have slaves instead of robots. Okay, so we're in position just above these things. That's good. Good news. Our science ships are done. I'm actually going to send one of them down here to survey all this stuff. Could send all 3 down, but I don't think that's necessary. Nah, it's not really necessary. Let's just keep them up here. We'll keep them back a little bit at Mandasium just to keep them slightly safer. Constructor ship's doing alright. Oh, and I'm building up new armies as well. That's the only other thing I changed. So just ground armies to land on the planets that we're going to demand. Now I'm not sure which ones we should go for. I'm thinking to go for just these 2 here, Higma and Bonos, and then let our ally take Cardorth. The problem is Cardorth actually has 2 planets. 2 moons of that planet. So it's a bit of a problem. Then these guys will just have these outer towns left. Oh, and they will have Koval. Then we can again go to war one more time to maybe clear out the remaining settlements. Which is interesting. I'm not sure we can actually jump this part of space. That is quite a far leap. So these guys, it might be best to, once we go to war, maybe just like demand this and vassalization, and then see if we can get them to be our vassal after that. I'm not too sure if we can actually reach over there or not. Alright, let's have a look at where our fleet is. They're just about to arrive in Sol. Yeah, there's still a few names and things. Leave as many names as you can down below. I've been reading some of the comments from episode 8. It's a bit tight though, there's only like a few. There's about 50 by the time I read it. I just don't have the time to go around naming everything right now, because I'm trying to get these episodes out before I have to go traveling. So, apologies if I'm breaking the immersion a little bit by having some names, having them not renamed yet, and some of these planets not renamed properly. But I will do it when I get back for the next one, I promise. Diplomatic insults. Are you in great physical pain, or is that your thinking expression? How fucking dare you? You're insulting me? You're gonna fucking insult me? When I'm like massive and you're pathetic? I'm gonna insult you right back. Mate. Are you in great physical pain, or is that your thinking expression? Wow, I sent the exact same thing back to them. That's not very smart. But oh well. Let's see how they like me now. Powerful pop factions. So that is something I do have to worry about, actually. So because we have a couple Wacegi towns down here with the Wacegi living on them, what they're gonna do is have pop factions, and then as these grow, they could have a rebellion, and rebellions are pretty dangerous. A rebellion will basically just like spawn a large army, and they'll be immediately on top of your spaceport and just destroy. Actually, I think they even take your spaceport. So it's not something you ever want to have. We can spend influence to lower it in the meantime, or just raise their happiness. We could also just enslave them all, and then they can't have a rebellion, I think. But that seems like a bit of a cheat way of doing it. I'm not sure if that's intentional. At the moment on this planet, if you remember from the last episode, we're in the process of basically changing everything to just food and mines, and then we'll slave them, and then they'll work at a really good rate.
Construction complete.
So we've got a construction queue. We've got 5 things in the construction queue right now. It's going to take a long time for that to happen, so I'm worried about that rebellion possibility. If we're at war and we have a rebellion at the same time, that's a big problem. Strike force down here. We can combine these fleets. I think we're ready. So let's head up here. I think that's a good case to go for. Higma and Bonos, and then let them take Cardorth, and then we can maybe wage a war on Hishma, and with Hishma we can attack Targon and Koval and ask for vassalization. I think that's a pretty good plan. We'll have to see if this comes to fruition or not. So the fleet is on the way. We're by ourselves now. Obviously our allies backed off because we're not at war immediately. And our growing colony is doing splendid. Got plenty of, I think, what did we call it? We called it Bacchus after wine. That's doing fine. I mean, we need to be injecting minerals into our empire. Planets to sort them out, to be honest, especially these different sectors. So the Bacchus sector, let's just give them a ton of crap. There we go. Bacchus doesn't have to give me anything. They can take care of themselves. Spend your minerals on yourself, guys, and you can grow yourselves. I think they'll do okay. You're actually getting surrounded right now, which is a bit... I've never seen that happen. I'm not too sure what would happen if they completely surrounded me, which is a little bit worrying. I really need to set up like a frontier or something down here. Might just do that actually right now. I think a frontier here would be good. So we'll have to do that. Build frontier outposts, okay. Oh, the construction ship is down here anyways, that's good. So a frontier outpost is basically going to hold off this creep at the moment. Sabotage on Wacegi. So this is because of the factions here, that they're going to be causing sabotages, which is going to like damage buildings and stuff. I don't really care about that. I want to get rid of these buildings anyway. The construction queue is taking ages. It only does one at a time. But we've got infrastructure projects speeding up construction time going on down here. Our influence is actually quite low now. We've spent a lot. Alright, we're about to jump one more time, and then we're into the correct, well, just about into the correct area. We should probably head to Hadar, actually, I would have thought. And that way we can position ourselves on this wormhole as well. Take that one out super quick. Should be coming in
Research
down here, I think.
complete.
Any second now. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good plan of attack. Completely destroy their wormholes and break them down while they're still quite weak. If I gave them time to rebuild, they'd be definitely a much bigger threat, especially if it took 7 years. It would be quite a long time. So let's see what happens. Here we go. I'll pause it. Actually, hang on, we got research. Empire leader capacity. We did run out actually last time. Army upkeep -10. That's an interesting one though. This one is quite cheap, so we'll go for that, especially since we're in war. We don't really need it, we're doing fine, but better safe than sorry. Okay, let's see if we can get war. Declare war. So we're gonna have to ask them for some stuff. So I want, see, it gives me the list of stuff to take from the other guys, you know, because they're in an alliance. So it's, don't know if this is by design or if it's kind of an oversight, but it seems a bit strange that I'm able to do that. I mean, the truce is in place so that I don't have to be dragged. Although they could say like, I don't want to be part of this alliance anymore, but they haven't done that. But I am gaming the system a little bit here. Right, so I want Higma and Bonos. There's Bonos. Higma. It's only 54. It's not too bad actually. Cheap. They can take one of the Cardorth towns. To be honest, they could have both if they really want them. Can you afford both? Oh yeah, we can. Nice. Right, let's confirm it. Let time move.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay. Instantly, our fleets have started to engage the wormhole. We haven't engaged this one yet. We shot our load a little early there, but that's fine. So we've got a fleet over here, 476 manpower. We'll kill that pretty soon. Using their point defense systems to actually hit that. We've got our 1k ally fleet coming up behind us. That's really good. They've got FTL inhibitors down here. Oh shit, they've actually just warped down here. So yeah, that's going to be a little dangerous for us. Once we destroy this, it'll be okay. They're going to have a hard time getting back to where they want to go.
Hostile fleet
they just got back down.
Debris analyzed.
Okay, that's one done. So we've got another promising officer in that fleet. You might need to let me know actually what does that even mean, because like last time it didn't really seem to do anything. I couldn't find the guy who was a promising officer. So that's one down. Let's move this fleet up here. Excuse me. And this wormhole's about to go down now as well. Good. So they got a really small fleet there. This one's slightly bigger though. I'm a little bit more worried about this one because it's actually close to these guys. Can you get out of there? Yeah, you just move as quick as you can, please. They backed out as well. Scared. So that's good though. We have to like kind of pushing them back immediately, so they're not going to be able to push in too far. So we're going to have to see what's going on with the actual sectors and maybe give them a bit more minerals. I keep calling it munitions. I've tied everyone over. Alright, so merging these fleets should be pretty easy.
Hostile fleet detected.
Hostile fleet detected. Ah, they're actually heading over to us right now, which is kind of good. Look at that little tiny one. And then a slightly bigger one over here. These could be the allies now. Yeah, it looks like they're the allies. This is the really weak dudes. Never got a chance to check out. Okay, they don't even have anything in their utility slots. That is a pathetic army. That's good.
Hostile fleet detected.
Even if they all jumped and combined together, it seems like they would just not be worth anything. Not too sure what travel they have either. Alright, so the combined fleet of about 3,000 military power is moving. Seems like even more than that. Wow, it's 4,000. Okay, 4,500. Jesus. So yeah, we're gonna crush these guys. They're not gonna know what hit them.
Hostile fleet engaged. Debris analyzed.
I'm just keeping an eye on these factions down here on the bottom right because I worry that they will have a problem.
Situation log updated.
So down at Yultup, let's see how the Fixash are doing. These, the Fox people. Now we want to upgrade their growth.
Hostile fleet detected.
Every time I get some money, we'll do that. No upgrades available. This must be a hydroponic farm too already. Okay. That's kind of as good as I can go. To be honest, I don't care what's down here. I just want it to be all growth.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Right, we need to pay attention to what's going on. Hang on, pause it, just so I don't mess up. Looks like we've caught a fleet here. Got a wormhole opening up, there's something coming through.
Situation log updated.
Let's get ready to say hello.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Cool. Now, I don't actually want to merge these because I like having one a little bit further back to destroy wormholes and stuff now. It's like I'm totally learning. Right, they have an FTL inhibitor here, so we're going to automatically jump to the defense station and then we can decide what to do. Back at Terra, I could probably do with building more armies. Anyway, we have an army there. I don't know if they actually keep the peace by being there. I like to think they do, but I don't know. So we might mobilize that one. There's an army down here. We can mobilize that and colonize these 2 planets. Okay, they've got a lot more firepower down here, but we should be fine again. Should be fine. Because we have that ally traveling with us. It's
Hostile
a
fleet
godsend.
engaged.
Oh, a little bit tougher than I thought, actually. A little bit trickier than I thought. Is our ally here? Yeah, he is. Should be okay
fleet
though.
Engaged.
Let's see what we need to get. Crystal infused plating. I'm just gonna pause this for a sec. That's a rare technology down here. Crystal forged plating. Takes a long time to get though, although we've already done a bit of research for it somehow. So let's see what that gives us. Hull, it just gives you extra hull points. It's an interesting one. It's much better than that one, so we'll go with crystal forged plating. That's a cool one. I don't need military battleship. No, we haven't even got cruisers yet, but we can get cruisers, so we should just go easy and slow it down a bit.
Situation.
Okay, we're destroying. They warped out. Chicken shits. What is that noise? Looks like they've got a fleet down here. Just a little construction fleet. Gotta chase their construction fleets to stop them building wormholes.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, it seems like we're doing totally fine down here. In fact, let's just sit now and bombard. Still got sabotages back home though on our kind of colonized planets. They're not going to be happy about that. Not too sure where we can go now. We can head up to Wacegi. Maybe get the research up here. Oh, survey. Wow, we haven't even surveyed these areas. Need a scientist as well, a new scientist. Research speed, military. I'll just go with that one. We have the max amount of leaders. Jeez, I can't even afford new scientists right now. That's pretty bad. Alright, we're bombarding this planet. Everything's going nice and smooth. Let's see how far we are. Probably about half an hour into this episode. I'll speed it up to fast because we're doing pretty good. The war is in our favor. It's going well. So this is like rapid expansion. We're claiming a bunch of territories, and then straight after this I'll do the same over here. Let's see how the Fox people are getting on.
Debris analyzed.
Doing alright. Construction queues in place. There's lots of debris up here. That guy can't do it. Okay. Alrighty. This planet took a little bit longer than I thought to kind of whittle down. So let's embark.
Research complete.
And send our transport fleet over here. And our Terra transport fleet can embark as well. And we can head over back to where this other one was. So I think that makes sense. Okay, the planet's just about ready to be attacked. It's got 5 defenses and then some potential armies. I don't know if 5 is going to be enough to take them down, actually, on my side. An ocean world. Oh, wow. I think we kind of need to build more colony ships in general before we can start really doing that. Empire leader capacity is actually what we need because we've hit the kind of max on that. At Terra, I'm going to recruit 2 new... I mean, we could get a new spaceport and get cruisers, but I want to get colony ships. 2 new colony ships, please. And we'll start building even faster. Whoa. I haven't really seen that many frame spikes in this, but I guess these fleets are quite demanding. sounds like the transports have arrived. That's my ally's transport, actually. So my ally wants to take Kordoth, right? Both of Kordoth's towns. So we've got a lot of colonization to do. You better not land your armies down here, mate. This is my place. Thank you. Even though it doesn't really matter, we can both work together. Are you landing? They're landing. Let's go. Simultaneous attack. That was awesome the way they helped. I actually like that. It's pretty cool. So the fight is going on down there. General Guard Jalao is our is the general leading the army on our allies' side, so that's cool. And it looks like they've just about been beaten. So our armies will actually heal up now, and once they're healed, I can take them off the planet and then move over to their one. So our main fleet, we're going to head over to Higmar and take this one. It's quite easy now because these guys have lost. We're probably not going to have another challenge until we come across like a proper new spacefaring big empire, kind of like the Beldross or maybe these guys down here.
Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Pretty easy as well.
Situation log updated.
Okay, so now we can land above that and enter orbit with our transports. Let's check our factions. Oh shit, it's getting pretty high now. They're not liking that.
Incoming transmission.
Definitely don't want to have a rebellion because that would be a huge problem. Like the rebellion would be as powerful as they were before when we almost lost. So I really don't want to risk that kind of thing going wrong. We're winning quite handily though, at least, which is good. What else do I need to check though? We could just immediately lower their
system survey complete.
Return their planets. Yeah, right. Integration campaign. Reduce the frustrations of the nationalists by helping them integrate into their new society. Reduce the faction's popular support by reducing their footprint on the public consciousness. That's not too bad. Minus 10% support. Bribe the leaders. 10%. This one's a pretty good one. Suppress the media. Yeah, do that again. That'll slow them down. Let's just have a quick check to see how our buildings are doing. Oh, we still got. Oh, so we've only got one thing left in the construction queue, and then we'll whack on the chains. Am I right? So let's replace this with. So we've got mines, farms, mines, farms. It's growing. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it'll need that many more farms. So let's put a mine on this. These mines can all be upgraded, obviously, which we'll get to. That'll keep him busy for a little while. There, I've queued him up, so he'll be busy for a while as well. Okay, back to Classis 1 Renatus. The Avengers won't settle until they're absolutely crushed. Titus Dio is an absolute madman, you know? He won't settle for just like peace. They'll find a way to manipulate the politics and the government and you know, bring the fight to them, make sure that they suffer for what they've done to Rome. They brought starships to Saul. That is unacceptable. You can't see it, but when I'm waving my fists in the air. Alright, so we've got another colony ship here. Oh yeah, we set up our little frontier base down here, that's cool. Colony ship, let's see where we should colonize. It doesn't really matter, we'll just take this planet in Ambor. This one here, it's just nice. Now obviously it's within our borders, but planets give you way more resources than just systems do, so it's obviously worth it doing it. Let's see, they've got another fleet. No, it's crap. It's not even a fleet. There should be different symbols, I think, for fleets and ships. Civilian ships should have a different pattern, I think. Alright, we're almost ready to land this army. Let's have a look at what's going down on the surface.
Debris analyzed.
Analyzing all this debris. Problem we're actually going to face now that I've thought about it is I'm trying to make all these guys slaves, right? But I can't put them in sectors yet. And if I just gain 2 more planets, I'm gonna blow over the limit that I'm supposed to have, which sucks. There's 2 planets in this system, so that can even it out if I put them back in, Fox people. So I guess I could do that now that I've already got some growth going for them. There we go. We're landing. We're heading down. It's gonna be a tough fight, I think. Don't know if they're gonna be able to pull this one off. It'd be so cool if there was some little video representation.
Debris
like that.
analyzed.
I know that's asking a lot, but it would be cool. I can just imagine the fight. It'd be just so awesome. But then you have the problem of like showing all the different races and all that kind of thing. So I could probably. It's an exponential curve of assets that I don't think they could probably do.
Enemy planet secured.
Sweet. Okay, we've secured 2 planets. Now on to Cardoth, and they can secure over there. Now, let's have a look at my fleet. How is its strength? 97%. Does it need to go any higher? Probably not. I think they're safe. Let's head on to Cardoth. Slam them down. We've got the mass extinction project, 2 planets here that we have to check out. And there should be one last one over there. Still haven't got to that one yet. Then after this war, we'll do a massive upgrade in our ships, build some cruisers, and then really start thinking about who we're going to take down in terms of the big boys. So here we are in Yieldtup. So yeah, they don't even have enough people to put on this stuff yet, this growth. Now that growth should vastly increase our, 3% a month. That's pretty good. So it's like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years, 6 years maybe before they get full population. It's kind of as good as I can get it right now. Hope that makes sense. Sorry if I sound a bit tired as well.
Analyzed.
It's quite late when I'm recording this one.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Okay, here we are. The last kind of battle, I think. These 2 planets are right next to each other, so we can just bombard the crap out of them.
Situation log updated. Construction complete. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet engaged. Situation log updated.
Yeah, easy. Alright, now we bombard. Now I've got a bunch of science ships doing nothing, and there's plenty of rubble all around the place. Actually, I shouldn't. Oh, they've got a mini fleet. Yeah, I just don't want to move around in case a little fleet ends up killing my guys.
Hostile fleet engaged.
So I'm ready. They just built a spaceport like super quick. Yeah, that was weird. I can hear the noise for bombardment, but oh, it's down here.
Complete.
Something going on down here. Little mini fight. This planet's fortifications are really, really low as well, which is good. Got another colony ship ready to go. That's why our power is suffering so badly right now. Holy shit. There's not much room to live on this place. Not yet, anyway. Then we need to also build terraforming stations and stuff, so we're going to have so many planets within our own territories. That's why sectoring just takes care of all that for us. It's great. Okay.
Hostile fleet engaged.
I don't know, they keep making me move off by building this.
Situation log updated.
Now I can go embark, and if these 2 can just enter the orbit of this place. Hopefully 4 is enough. I think it's a small planet. It seems like that would be well enough to take them down.
Colony established.
We are still slow on physics, so physics lab, please. Thank you. Suppress the media one more time down here for them. I am getting worried about that. Never really shown that diplomacy screen or the kind of contacts screen, but it's kind of interesting. All the different nations. I think I want to go with a research focus actually down this way. Let's allow the redevelopment of tiles down here. Oh shit, we're low on, quite low on energy credits now. That's because of all our colonies being set up. Alright, let's have a check where our transport fleets are. Pretty far away. Come on guys. Get stepping. They've got some transports though on the way. Sweet, they know what they're doing. They're going to take it down. Sabotage again down here on Wacegi. So they're not going to work if they're sabotaging their own shit. We actually aren't building anything. It might almost be time. We've got 1, 2, 3 left to go. Oh, it's getting exciting. Getting excited to enslave a bunch of people. That's how you know you're cruel. We have to repair before we can change what it is. Actually, we could demolish it instead. Then we could just build straight up mineral salvo. I'll build mining network. We'll demolish this. And demolish this. Now we've got a couple more buildings to build. And actually now we can kind of enslave them now that they've been built. I think. We'll go with food one more time down here. And then mining network. So this is going to be a really interesting experiment to see how this all worked out. Because we're going to basically just go flip the switch and enslave them pretty soon. Which might actually cause a massive riot, so we might wait till the war's over. Let's see how that goes. We're doing the same on Hadar, but much slower because I'm not paying attention to it as much. Same principle. Demolish. I just want to demolish. Oops, I hit the mic. I just want to demolish all these. Now that might severely lower happiness if they've got nothing to do. I don't know. But I'm gonna give them something to do. Know what I'm saying? Why can't I build? Requires planetary administration. Did I just delete a planetary administration building? Did I just make that mistake? It's not a big deal, we just build one. It does cost a bit. Let's build it right here. Yeah, right here. Don't want to overwrite these tiles, but they're good. I'll just build it here actually. This is the right way. Because it matters because it has adjacency bonuses, so that'll be pretty good. So hopefully when that gets done, everything will be all better. Let's see how our fight is going. Don't think the transports have arrived just yet. Their transports are arriving though. We've actually got a wormhole over here we should probably look to take care of. Before we get peace actually as well, let's get in here and take that down. Alrighty, so their transports are here. Here they go. Let's see how they do without me. I don't know where their other transport fleet is. Oh, they're here. They'll be joining the fight as well now, I imagine.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Yeah, they're kicking us. They're destroying the wormhole as well. This is such a so on top of things now. It's good. But obviously I'm fighting a losing, you know, I mean these guys are just, there's no way they can win, so it's always easy. I appreciate all the nice comments though about the victory from before on episode 8. Just reading those today, but yeah, I couldn't have been done without you guys. Obviously you guys helped me decide to get point defense. I wouldn't have really thought about that if it wasn't for you. So the senators helped me make the decision. I have seen the comments where people are like, hey, you should probably upgrade your fleets so that they have one of every defense, like armor, a bit of shield, and point defense, and that way you can take down like everything. That's an interesting one. Might do that, yeah.
Colony established.
Colony established. Oh my god. Oh, they're very close to being ready to take over. So we're at 77 win ratio for this victory at the moment, and then we're just gonna fight them one more time in the next episode, and that'll probably be it for these guys. Hopefully I can vassalize the crap out of them. Alright, this planet's almost ready to be landed on. Leader died. Scientist Manius Tibulus has died at the age of 87. It's kind of sad. We haven't heard much more from the Yut. Whatever happened to that? The Yut. It says I've done everything. Oh, 5 out of 6 artifacts removed. Where's the 6th? So we just have to find it. Damn, son. Alright, we're just about ready to land. Go! Go! We've landed. Battle is ongoing. This will be the last bit for required victory, I believe. A lot of armies going around. I'm very low on energy now. Very low. What I can do is take some. Slow it down a bit.
Construction complete.
What are they doing? They're just like landing
Enemy
troops.
planet secured.
Okay, enemy planet secured. Let's go to negotiate. Oh yeah, send our demands, please. Oh, look at that. Disconnected. Get wrecked. Sweet, so it worked. It was quite easy. Finally, we can put this horrible bloodshed behind us. If you even bleed, you will. Too many planets. You goddamn right. Now we're gonna also have a little risky one here and slap a ball and chain around these boys and see what happens. Enslave all Wacegi pups. Let's see what that does to this in a moment. Seemingly nothing right now. They're going to be very unhappy because they're recently enslaved, but they will learn to live with it and they will be fine. Why aren't they working? Repair that, please. Thank you. Okay, so we'll come back here and see nationalist corruption. Subversive members of a nationalist faction on this planet reduce output efficiency. Yeah, we've got to get rid of these guys. They're patriarchs. They were also oh shit, minus 59. Fucking hell, we need to sector these things immediately. Let's go back to our empire screen and head down to the Fox people. They are in the south, so let's sector them. Whew. Okay, that did a lot better. That reduced it a lot. So yeah, I think I might just start disbanding some of these fleets because they're going to be costing us, I think. They have a little maintenance of... oh, actually, and our fleet needs to go home. So if we just send our fleets back home, hopefully to the nearest starports, that'll help all our maintenance go down. So yeah, I guess that should be okay. We need to pump as much minerals into this sector as we can. So immediately start. There you go. You like 2,000. So just start. Oh my God! They spent it all. So they're probably just constantly upgrading everything now. They probably just upgraded all the power stations. So I'm sure it will come out of this quite soon. It's not good to be in it at all. Let's go finish. So I'm sure we'll see that tick up pretty soon. Whenever these buildings get done. They blanket spend it, but obviously there's a construction queue, so it takes a little bit of time. And our fleets are heading home. Once your fleet is docked somewhere, it doesn't cost as much as well. So all these guys, we're just gonna have a massive slave faction out here. No, oh yeah, sign ships, they can gather everything now. Sweet, sweet sign ships. Okay, so at Higma, research and then research. This one then, Quintus Flavius, he can go to Bonos and research. I think these can all be surveyed as well, and then we can actually build on it. It might be better to wait for the next war for a while. I mean, we can go straight into it in the next episode. In fact, that's going to be the question. I think we should. I don't see a reason why not. So we're going to go into a war in the next episode with the sovereign Spearan nations. But then my question to you is, what do we demand? We should be able to demand these 3 towns, so that's like our growth safe, and then a vassalization of these guys. I don't actually think we can get 3 towns. That's a bit rough. That's a bit much. Shit, yeah, I don't know, because our ally will always want something, otherwise they won't agree to it and we can't fight the war. So we would have to say like something like, I don't know, you guys get this one and we get all this, and then when we fight, when we realize they can't take it and they're on the losing foot, we say, actually, here's our counter demands, and maybe change it a bit. Not too sure. It's a bit of a tricky one. I don't think we can actually get over there. It says there's no route. Well, we don't have border access anyway, but I imagine they were able to make the jump because of wormhole technology, but we don't have that. What is this? Oh, it looks like a pulsar. Oh, it's just a neutron star. It's not pulsing. It's very bright. You can see it far away. So that's an interesting one. I'm trying to think of the actual what the vote will be. I mean, check the description, check maybe a comment if I put a comment in there of what it'll be. But it's going to be something like a series of different ways we can take these guys down, and then let me know what you think. We've only got one more war in us before we have to. Oh, wait a sec. Oh, apparently not. Apparently not. We can declare war on all of them. Except this guy, actually. Oh, wait, maybe, hang on. No, yeah, we can declare war on the little guy again. That's awesome. So we can just keep going. I don't know why we can do that. I'm guessing it's because these guys are the ones that gave us the peace. So because they gave us peace, it's like, well, you can't attack them again for 10 years. But we can keep attacking their allies and chipping away at them. Okay, that changes things a little bit then. So we'll go for war with this guy again and demand vassalization, I think. And once we get that, then we can demand a war with one of these guys, this guy maybe, and just take them out. Yeah, so we'll demand this area and vassalization. What do we give our friends though? I don't know. That's the tricky thing. It's like they'll want something, but I can't really give them anything. Like I can't give them anything. No, I don't know. I could cede that planet to them and then get vassalized. Yeah, that could work. Yeah, that would work. I think that would work. So we'll say like, okay, hey, we'll cede you this, and we'll take this, and the rest will be vassalized. And they'll be like, yeah, that's great. Oh, we can't reach this. Oh, don't worry. We'll just vassalize them. I think that'll probably work out. I just kind of want to get out of this energy slump that we're in at the moment. Let's see how much this place is outputting right now. Barely anything. We need to upgrade everything as well. Slowly. They're doing good for food. They couldn't be happier with food. Yeah, let's not upgrade anything until our money is set. I still have 3 wormholes down here as well, which is a pain. Is this the one? Yeah, this is the town that we're still building on now. So I'm just trying to see. We don't need this. Yeah, so research obviously you won't need. Now we can actually just vassalize them all. I think these ones as well, because they've got their planetary administration. So we'll go enslave. Enslave all. I love that noise, which is a bit creepy, but it's just a good noise. These guys are very close to having a rebellion, so we might have to just fight them and deal with it because it's quite high, and we're after gaining. The problem is we're after gaining 2 more planets with people on it. So just we can't yet vassalize or enslave all of them. So we'll have to figure out what to do. If there's anything you think we should do with them, let me know as well in the comments. But the vote will be about something else. We've actually got a hostile fleet down here to the left. I just noticed. There's alien vessels. We can't actually. The Canistians can get down there, but why can't we? How did they do that? Did they actually go all the way around somehow? Kind of looks like they did. And I don't know. Weird. Maybe they have different tech to me. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. So it's definitely a little bit of fighting ahead of us, a little bit fun. Not too difficult. It's just like, how do we break up this territory and then expand? And we're going to probably claim all this space with some colony ships in the next episode and terraforming and things like that. We've got tons of minerals. It's really, the next episode is going to be a huge building up episode as well as a little mini war. I won't be focusing on the war as much because obviously these guys are broken. They're not going to be fighting back. So I'll be concentrating on building a bit more. Actually, someone said something quite interesting about putting down these military frontiers costs me 1 influence per turn. But they said, and I find it hard to believe, but we'll see. They said if you incorporate it into a sector, the influence goes up. So watch this number. Let's see if it goes up. Wow, it did. So sectoring off frontiers regains your influence. So you could build a lot of frontiers. Frontiers are dangerous because obviously the enemy can just destroy them very, very easily, and then you lose a blob of territory very quickly. Just in the midst of a war, not even at the end. So it is a little bit more tricky to do it that way, but I could just frontier a bunch of this shit and just kind of grab it all and then eventually put my planets down. Yeah, that might be an interesting way of doing things. Alright, thank you for the person who commented on that, because it's good to know. I didn't think about that before. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.